You know, there's something that really hurts me, yeah. Um, I married a girl called Christine Cowling, yeah, a long time ago, years ago, yeah. And she gave me a son, Jay. Jay, I mean, my son had a car accident, yeah, and she looked after my boy for, I don't know, years and years. She still looks after him today. He was a cripple. Um, he had a car accident, and she was 100 million times better than what I could ever be, yeah. And for that, I loved her so much for what she did. Even if we wasn't together, yeah, I loved her the way she looked after my son. You're talking about someone that changed my son when he was a big man. 10 years of that, yeah. And she got my boy, and I always loved Christine. We got married young, and I always loved my Christine. You know what I mean? And we've gone through so much, man, so much. You wouldn't believe what we've gone through. We've gone through it's memories, so many memories. It's unbelievable, yeah. And it hurts me. It hurts me to think that some of the things she's saying about me now. You know what I mean? I can't believe it, mate. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's crazy, man. To think that when I went and see her, I haven't seen her for ages, yeah, a long time. And when I want to see her, it was like that we have never been apart. I've always been around to see her, and see my son, and the way she's brought my son up is fantastic, yeah. Me and Terry there, and we're talking. Listen, I might have run my Christine down, but I don't mean to run her down. I still love my Chris. Fuck me, man. I was married to her. You know what I mean? You can't just marry someone and give her kids and she fucking and you hate her. You know what I mean? I've always loved Christine, and she's always been a good mum. You know what I mean? Always. And I say things that I don't mean to say, but you know what I mean. When someone that is so beautiful, come on, she was my Christine was really when she was when I knew her, yeah. She was so beautiful. You know what I mean? And she's always been beautiful. Always, even now, she's beautiful. You know what I mean? Um, we can never get back together again. There's too much water under the bridge. But come on, I want to be friends, man. I want to be friends, and I love my son a lot. Yeah, I really love my son, and I miss my son. Yeah, and it's not fair the way things are going that we should all be separated. It's mad. It's mad. We should all be friends and all that, and I've got a mate of mine, Terry, that says to me, we should all be friends. And he's right. We should all be friends. You shouldn't be fighting, mate. It's ridiculous. How long we got left to live? Do you know what I mean? And yet my boy really, mate, my boy really, he loves his dad a lot. You know what I mean? He loves his dad, and he wants to be with his dad. He wants to come over here with his dad and train with his dad. He wants to be wrapped around him, and I want that. Of course, I want that. You know what I mean? But I can't believe that. I just can't believe that Christine has said the things she said about me. That's the only thing. It guts me, man. It hurts me. It hurts me. It hurts me a lot. Yeah. And she knows what I've gone through in my life, and she knows that all I've ever done in my life was violence and all of this. I've never hurt anybody sexually or anything like that. You know what I mean? I've always been a good man, mate. Like those things like, and it just guts me that she can say the things she says. It hurts me, man. It hurts me. It really hurts me. Yeah. You can imagine when you've been around someone all these years, and me and her have got history. We're in a big history. A lot of people that I know even now. Big names that I grew up with in Acton. Can't believe that Christine's saying what she's saying. It's like a shock to them, and it's a bigger shock to me. You know, I've been in prison for a long time. And when you're in prison, a lot of things happen in prisons. You know what I mean? And people do things they shouldn't do. And there's people like me that have done terrible things to people that I've been accused of. Yeah, I've been accused of something that I used to bash people up for that and hurt people really bad. And get put on all sorts of things. You know what I mean? But that's I can't fight. I can't fight my ex-wife. I just can't fight her. It's impossible. She's the mother of my son, and she's gone through a lot with my boy. You know what I mean? So I can't fight her. I don't want to fight her. I don't want to fight her. You know what I mean? You know, my sister Dinah. Well, I forget about my sister Dinah in a minute. I don't really. She's caused so many problems, like Dinah, over nothing. You know what I mean? Over something there's something that's happened to me in my life, and she's just gone off a nutcase. You know what I mean? Anyway, I just want to know. I just want Christine to know that I don't hate you, mate. I don't hate you, Chris. I don't hate you, mate. I might have said it in temper, but I don't hate you, love. You know what I mean? I can't hate you. You know what I mean? You're you're a mother to my child. You know what I mean? And I took Jamie as my child as well. You know what I mean? So I ain't a bad man, mate. I ain't a bad man. Anyway, just sort of quick to say something. Anyway, take care. Yeah, bye bye.